we're going to be looking at SOFI today. We've been respecting this trend line. We've got a couple bounces off of it, pushed up much higher. We did make a significant pullback, but it looks like we didn't make it all the way to the trend line. That potentially could have been the bottom. I would imagine that it is, unless something catastrophic happens in the economy. But as you can see, we did make it to 786, which is somewhat of the last line in the sand to continue pushing price up higher. I mean, you could make it to the 886, but the further you go down this Fibonacci sequence, the less likely you are to actually continue the trend. But it looks like SoFi was strong enough to just push back up. Very volatile stock. Once it gets momentum and good sentiment behind it, this thing takes off easily, as you can see here. Major wick, looking pretty good. On the weekly, something that we need to take into consideration is this fib to the downside. As you can see, we've had a bounce off of the 618 to the 0.5, the golden zone. This is a strong continuation to the downside. But once we break above it, it's going to allow price to kind of free up a little bit and allow price to push up higher. So we definitely want to break above that zone. But overall, things are looking very bullish. We're pretty much just working on horizontal levels at the moment. We're just looking at horizontal levels on the way up and down. We're back in this range. As you can see, we have three different ranges. We have this one, and then this one. And it looks like we're trying to make our way to the top of this one and the bottom of this range. So let's see if we can break through and get a close above 1378, 1375. Get a close, retest this zone. So ideally you want to see this close, retest, and then push up higher, and then maybe we can make it to the top of this range. That would be the ideal move. I'm very bullish on SoFi. I think it's going to be a great company in the future. It's a great company now. So a lot of good things coming ahead of it. Now, above our head, we do have the 20-week SMA that's going to be acting as resistance. We did get a bounce off of it. This first time here, we got rejected. So let's see if we can get a close above that. That'd be extremely bullish to the upside, and it would continue the trend to the upside. Now here on the daily, we do have the 20 and the 50 and the 200 underneath price. And we're actually getting a curl, the 20 surpassing the 200 already, and it's about to surpass the 50, which is going to be extremely bullish for price. As you can see, the last time that this sequence happened where it broke above the 20 broke above the 50 and the 200, we got a massive rally. So let's see if this plays out again in a similar fashion and pushes up higher. On the weekly RSI, we were extremely bearish. We were creating lower lows and lower highs, and we finally have broken out of that downtrend. As you can see, it was established for an extended period here, something like that, and we broke out of it. And now we're actually breaking above the yellow moving average to the upside. So let's see if we get a little retest of it, or we just start to completely rally from this 50 point here all the way up to overbought territory at the 70 mark. That would be ideal. And on the daily, we're looking good. We're creating higher highs, higher lows. We did get our double bottom, almost kind of like a head and shoulders as well. As you can see here, we create a shoulder, head, shoulder, and then we pushed up higher. And we also created a double bottom. We had both in one. Double bottom right here, a little W shape. So super bullish. Could also be a cup and handle. So these are, all three of those are bullish signals. Inverse head and shoulders, double bottom, cup and handle, all pointing to the upside, creating higher highs, higher lows. Has a nice trend established, and we are holding above the yellow moving average. So this is looking extremely good and very bullish on the daily. And on the weekly, like I said, we're breaking above this yellow moving average. That's extremely important. We need to hold above that. Last time we broke above this yellow moving average, you can see what happened. So ideally, that's what we want to see. On the weekly MACD, we actually are still in bearish territory, but the volume to the downside has depleted, and we're actually starting to go upward on this blue line here, and eventually we're going to surpass this orange and push up higher, and that's going to allow bullish sentiment and volume come into SoFi. And as you can see here, we are in bullish territory on the daily MACD. We're pushing up higher, creating higher highs, higher lows. And we are starting to see this decrease stop, and we're going sideways. And hopefully, eventually, we start ramping that back up to the upside, and SoFi can start to push up higher. Overall, I remain very bullish on SoFi. I think this is a great buy for the next, 3 to 5, even 10 years. It's going to be a long-term buy. Long-term mindset is what you're going to need with SoFi. Be ready for volatility, but take advantage of these drops. I mean, this was a pretty significant drop of 53%. You could have accumulated at a pretty solid price here at $8, and now it's sitting at 13 bucks. So this could have been an easy way to double, triple whatever you bought at this level. Just got to stay patient and understand the basics of the company and understand that nothing fundamentally has changed. So, like I said, it was a good opportunity to buy. It's probably still a good opportunity to buy right now, not financial advice. Like and subscribe if you like content like this and you want to see more of this. Share with a friend, drop a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.